Hello. Gosh, it's kind of dark. The light in here is crappy. Yeah, probably not the best setup. I may have to move so I can get the light a little better. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to stay on this. Just tried to set it up to see how hard it was, which it was super easy. I would love for one of my friends to come on right now and chat. Let's see. Looking to see if anybody's here. Trying something new. Okay, here I am. So what is up tonight? Just got done with dinner. I don't feel like sitting in front of the TV. And it's been kind of an, I don't know, interesting day. Thank you, Genevieve. You're awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm really just practicing. I wanted to see how hard the setup was. Come on and get comfortable. Mellow, you mellow today too? Yeah, definitely mellow. Yeah, I was supposed to do this class that didn't go off, and so I was a little disappointed and just observing that. Yeah. And what else happened today? Oh my God, the sun was so amazing. I went out in the woods for a little while and just felt compelled to pull out my camera and take a picture. And yeah, it was like, I don't know if it's the new cameras on the phones or the sun is so much brighter, but you can see like the full spectrum, like the different colors of the Roy G. Biv. So yeah, that was fun. That was a real highlight. Getting outside in the woods means so much to me. Totally. And I never ever, well, I shouldn't say I never ever. You like getting, yeah, the sun codes. Is that, yeah, it's codes. That's what it is. It's codes. I had no familiarity with that terminology up until the last few years. I'm like, what are they talking about? Codes. But yeah, light codes. Really, really important. And it does seem like, well, I know from watching the space weather guy, Ben Davidson, Space Weather News. Wow. Just that the Earth's magnetic field is weakening. And so we feel the sun a lot more strongly. Close up parts of the pictures and seeing the little things. Yes. Yes. I love the picture that you took with the cooking. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was like some picture from like, oh, I don't know, like some kind of archaeological thing. And then it was a pot. It was your cooking. That was really, really cool. I have done that with plants. Like I'll get up and I'll take a picture of them like from underneath or looking down on a fern. One time I did a picture. Just that shift of perspective. Yeah, your pot had a rainbow in it. Yes. I feel like, yeah, those synchronicities are just so much more prevalent with everything that we're doing. If we're observing like that, like just the details of things, if we're able to be in the moment and not as distracted, catching those things like, yeah, let me look at this whole pot a little more closely. And yeah, I love it. What that made me think of something that I can't think of right now. Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, getting up synchronicities and stuff. Yeah, double numbers. I think you talked about that. Oh, the coffee. I'll have to try that with the coffee. When I make my coffee, I just drop through a filter and I see rainbows as well with coffee. Oh, I got to try that. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even explored the whole food thing. I'm always out in nature. Maybe I can just try that a little bit. Close-ups on all kinds of stuff like household objects, details. Yeah, one of my daughters is an artist, and she is got a really interesting eye. I love seeing what she sees. It comes through in her pictures. Opening eyes to the little things everywhere. Yes. And I'm such a rushed, I wouldn't say I am. I tend to do that a lot, rush around from one thing to another. And taking that space to just slow down a little bit. I think I'm being asked to do that by the universe based on things that have been happening lately. It's just not always my preference. Yeah. But there's so much richness in everything right where we are. We don't need I guess that's one thing that I'm all about kind of is we don't need all the fancy bells and whistles. We can right in our own home. There's just miracles and synchronicities and amazing things things to see if you just keep your eyes open and take those moments. Yeah, I noticed that. I think I'm going to be real honest here. When I first started using cannabis and I wasn't using other substances, that really helped me. Do I color? Just sit and color? No, I do not color. I should color. I watched my daughter painting the other day and like using watercolors, and it was almost like she was one with the paintbrush, and she was just kind of part of the painting, and it looked really relaxing. So yeah, it's one of those things. Like I probably am intimidated because I have such my kids are also artistic. I'm more the writer, that kind of person. But yes, coloring. I used to love it. I never was good at staying in the lines, though. Not good at it. All over the place. Yeah, it's like they program it out of use, trace mode. Very nice. I used to do that. Yes, writing counts. Yeah, I write all day long. I talk into my phone. I talk to text, especially when I'm out working out because there's a lot of flow that comes through. And so I'll talk to text I'll text myself. And then if it's a journal type thing, I cut and paste it into a document. So I keep all my thoughts kind of in a document. It's like a running journal. And so much comes through that way. It's a real great tool. Yeah, I used to be really frustrated when I would go out to work out or just in those states where you get ideas coming through and you can't capture them. Now we can capture them. And I guess that's a positive from technology, using that to your benefit, not to take away your humanity but to streamline processes like that. Yeah, free flow words. In my journals, I write poems that are just ridiculous, but it's fun. It's so much fun. I just will rhyme oh yeah. I think I see that, as I get older, and do have more time to slow down, working out is a portal. Yeah, as I slow down, these little things like that just become more and more valuable. These little tools and tricks. And yeah, running has always been a portal. Working out, that's when I get most of my downloads, most of my clear. I can hear my guides really well, crystal clear. And I hate it when I don't remember it. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this makes so much sense. And yeah, and I get that. And thank you. And then if I don't make myself stop and record that, I lose it. So I'm really glad for that tool. Though I probably look like a little bit of a freak out in the middle of the woods or in wherever. I don't care, but yeah, I highly recommend that. Working out works for some, it doesn't for others. I think whatever it is where you can find that meditative space, something about, I think it's like that motion, that boom, 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 boom. It kind of puts you into a trance. So yeah, it is a portal. Thanks, Genevieve. Yeah, this is kind of fun. And a lot, not easy to keep up with the convo. Not with you, Genevieve, but just in general. I can see why I'm impressed with what you do. Going on for 3 or 4 hours. That is a skill. But, yeah, so I've jumped around a lot from thing to thing. I'm trying to find my niche here. Thought about starting another podcast. I really enjoy that. I enjoy interviewing people, hearing their life stories. I can usually connect in conversations one-on-one. I'm much better one-on-one than I am in groups. Though I can talk in front of people, but that small group dynamic sometimes is tough. I don't know why, but I do like the one-on-one convos where people can really tap into the meaning of their lived experience across their timelines. Yeah. You bounce a lot of convo. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I don't know. That's how people talk. Yeah, it is. See, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up because I feel awkward when I don't have a whole lot to say. So maybe I'll sit here a minute. Yeah, I was hoping my daughter would come over tonight and stop by, but she did not. My youngest, I don't see her that much. She's super busy in school and work. And yeah, the youngest one of my kids, I hardly see at all. I see the other ones more. So thanks, Genevieve. Thanks for the encouragement. Appreciate it. Anyways, now that she's gone, that was really great. 11:44. Very nice. Yeah, I've been seeing double numbers, triple numbers, 3333 today, 333. Yesterday it was in the 4s and the 5s, and every day numbers. I find that really cool. I mean, I'm not like, oh my God, I have to go. That means something and it means exactly this. I think I heard somebody, just a reminder to kind of keep flowing in your state of mind at that point, not to anchor it down with some kind of like internet search about exactly what it means and how that's going to manifest. Just see it as a bump to keep flowing, that you're in sync, that you're in the flow. It's a good word, though I'm sure they're going to homogenize the shit out of it like they do everything. All words get hijacked and overused, and we lose the expansiveness of the meaning when they get so ingrained in culture, and then they take on different nuances, and it's a whole thing. So I guess I will get off of here. I got to get a few of my friends to plan to meet me on here, like Gabby, maybe, or Tanya. I bet you would come on. So if I put this on my feed, maybe you'll watch it. Yeah. I'm going to mellow out. I think maybe watch some TV, smoke a little cannabis, and actually, I'm probably not going to watch TV. I just have not been able to watch it unless I'm watching a specific programming like Netflix or some series that my partner and I have been watching. Yeah, we don't have a lot of common ground with what we watch, and that's okay. But it's hard for me to focus unless it's something that really draws me in. It annoys me. And then there's like a gazillion commercials, and there are a lot of pharma, and it just seems so contrived and plastic and fake. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So what else? Nobody else is here. So maybe I'll end the stream. I do like talking. Before I got divorced and moved out to this apartment, I used to hang around a lot with my neighbors, and people would come in and out, and there's a lot of alcohol involved, but we also talked a lot. I don't remember watching a lot of TV. Sitting around talking, shooting the shit is fun. Yeah, I miss that. I really do. I guess that's the piece of TV, is that you're staring. So I listen to a lot of YouTube videos, I will say. And Facebook, I do a little Facebook. Facebook's been really aggravating lately. It's a good way to see where your triggers are. Yeah, sometimes it's like every other post triggers me, and ridiculously. I watch my own ridiculousness with it, but for some reason it does. And yeah, it's kind of a therapeutic process. So anyways, thinking about doing a new podcast and interviewing people in a flow state, not really having a set agenda. I mean, basic themes that we might want to talk about, but busting out is what I thought I'd call it. Busting out of that cage that we're in that we don't even realize with all this way we've been programmed, and our experiences, our core consciousnesses, and all that stuff that is part of our persona. So getting beyond the persona a little through conversation and telling of the story sometimes helps people release it. Yeah, you say it out loud to someone and they hear you, kind of sit in a non-judgment, unconditional love space. I'm not saying I'm always there, but I can get there when I'm podcasting. And heart to heart, things come out and it's like it's released to the wind. I can maintain neutrality and hold space for people to tell me like the really hard stuff, and I can have a lot of empathy and compassion because I had a lot of hard stuff too. I think by the time you get to this age, if you haven't been touched by the challenges of life, then you haven't been tried. Go go out there and try again. So, anyways, that's about all I really feel like saying. But this is fun, and I'm going to try it. And I'm going to tell people that I'm actually on here, so I have someone to talk to besides me. All right, love y'all.